All right, it's good to have you join us again this Thursday afternoon. My name is Michael Olatunbosun, and the program is Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Welcome and good afternoon. The idea behind the program is to get us talking about things that affect us as a people. And that's why we are here again to moderate the session. I hope you understand what I mean by that. To get us all talking about things that affect us and see if we can find a solution to the nagging problems that beset us as a people and as a collective as well. So let's do the business, okay? You know that yesterday, I was driving home yesterday in the evening of yesterday, and suddenly there was this, big crowd at Agodi Gate. And I wondered what exactly was the matter. And then suddenly I saw also videos, different angles and all that, flying around on social media. And then it was about the Iwo Road fracas. And, the different angles still to that story, really. And I thought we'd like to shed light on it. Okay, so as I stepped into the office a few hours ago, some of our people here, moved to that area to really get a grip on what went on yesterday at Iwo Road. But you see, there are angles, various angles, in fact, many angles to the story. Okay, so here is one of them. I'd like to read here from the Vanguard newspaper. Okay, it said, Iwo Road crisis, you're not prepared for governance. APC lampoons Makinde. Okay, the All Progressives Congress, APC in Oyo State, has condemned the violence unleashed on traders and passers-by in the Iwo Road axis of Ibadan, allegedly attributed to the boys of Chairman of the Park Management System, PMS, Alhaji Mukaila Lamidi, aka Auxiliary, which resulted in the death of one person named Rahim Aziz Jago on Wednesday night. The party said the condemnable act reminded residents of the state the trademark of People's Democratic Party, PDP government of Governor Seyi Makinde since assumption of office on May 29, 2019. APC, in a statement issued and made available to the Vanguard by the party's caretaker Public Secretary Abdulaziz Olatunde, stated that Governor Makinde, when he visited Igangan after the massacre of June 6, admitted that his government failed to provide adequate security for residents of the state. The statement reads, in part, and I quote to you, the urge of violence unleashed on the innocent traders and passers-by in the Iwo Road axis of Ibadan Wednesday, 16th of June 2021, is not only condemnable, but in all honesty reminds us all of the trademarks of the PDP government of Engineer Seyi Makinde since assumption of office on the 29th of May 2019. I'll just stop there. Okay, so essentially there was fatal violence there, if you like, in Iwo Road yesterday. And even up to, much later in the evening, there was a traffic hold-up, traffic jam on the Ibadan, the Ibadan end, the Iwo Road end, or the Ibadan end of the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. I understand that, it could be on account of the crisis there. Okay, so there's been some stability. I understand also that the governor has visited the place today. Okay, so let me know what you think about this, and if you are around the Iwo Road, okay, particularly if you were there when this crisis happened, I'd like you to talk to me. Okay, I'll open the phone lines in a moment and get you talking to me. By the way, you can just get the numbers 0809 155 1055. 0805-699-8678 and 07069493000. Those are the numbers, okay, in case you'd like to talk to me. And live streaming, of course, on Facebook. Go to www.facebook.com/SplashFM105.5 Ibadan and you'll find the sight and sound of it. Okay, so I should also inform you that I will be talking about, the attitude or the perception of society towards persons living with disability. Okay, so I will, I'll be getting someone who is living with disability and who is an advocate in this area, and who is also a champion of inclusiveness, inclusivity for persons with disabilities in Nigeria. Pretty soon on the program. And I remember that the president signed into law this law about persons with disabilities. I also know that to some extent the electoral system has been permissive as well. It has been opened to the extent that persons with disabilities could participate. I remember that the Osun State election in 2018 it was 2018, where for the first time the persons with disabilities were allowed to use the Braille ballot. Okay, I also know that before that time, there had been provisions for persons with disabilities to participate in the electoral process. But is that all? So does it just stop there? So what exactly are the gaps? Okay, so how inclusive are the facilities of public places, for instance, banks, even police stations, public buildings, essentially? How open are they in terms of allowing persons with disabilities access? These are some of the questions that we'll be dealing with. Okay, so just get those ones on the table if you'd like to talk to me, and I'd like you to please do. Okay, let's have this conversation on the program Talking Points on Splash FM today. Okay, so you heard that yesterday the National Assembly was on the verge of amending the NBC Act to make provision for the registration or the regulation of online platforms as well. Let's see how things turn out. Okay, and this is another of those stories. Okay, when you look at the situation across the country, I'd like to get your perspective here. Okay, let's see. And then the story here, which is a big deal for me as well, that Iworo story. I'll bring it again. I've seen it again, another perspective here. Okay, so this one here, it says one killed in Ibadan violence. This is the Tribune of today. All right, so I'll read that story as soon as it turns up. Okay, there was pandemonium in Iworo area of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, Wednesday, when some suspected members of the park management system, PMS, and shop owners engaged in a free-for-all, leading to the death of one person. The Nigerian Tribune gathered that trouble started Wednesday when some shop owners confronted the park managers, whom they accused of always blocking access to their shops. The park managers, on their part, claim that the same area serves as their coordinating point for buses. Okay, so the Nigerian Tribune seems to be, having some, background to that story. Okay, see as that story turns up. Okay, the altercation was said to have attracted the intervention of men of Operation Bust, the Amotekun Corps, and the police. Okay, and police force. There was said to have been reinforcement later in the day, and in the course of this, tenant believed to be a son of one of the shop owners was said to have been killed. The deceased, according to a source, had planned to park his car in front of his mother's complex, but some members of the park management system had already parked their vehicles at the parking lot. The source hinted that a brawl ensued following an altercation between the tenants on the complex and members of the PMS development, which degenerated into clashes, forcing many shop owners and traders to hurriedly lock their shops and flee the scene. Okay, so you have some perspectives here. Okay, so members of the transport union were said to have later regrouped and launched a fresh attack on the shopping complex with dangerous weapons. In the ensuing melee, one person was said to have been killed. Okay, so we understand as well that the security agencies were also there to, really quell the violence. Okay, so I'd like you to just talk to me now. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 949 3000. Those are the numbers. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Talk to me now. Okay, so while I wait for that, still the Nigerian Tribune, breaking: bandits abduct several female students of Federal Government Girls College Yauri. Okay, so this is bandits have abducted several female students of Federal Government Girls College Yauri in Kebbi State. A source pleaded anonymity, remarked that the bandits broke into the school premises on Thursday afternoon in police mufti. They pointed a gun at the school guards and asked them for the girls' hostels. Okay, they said before you know what was happening, the bandits invaded the school and started abducting female students. According to him, the bandits took several students out of the school, adding that the number of students that were abducted is not known to the school authorities. More details later. That's what the Tribune here says. Okay. All right. So get us maybe I should just say get into the conversation now. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 The Punch. Crowe applies for NBC license as users rise to 31,245. Okay. Social media platform Crowe, has applied for a license from the National Broadcasting Commission in line with the federal government's new drive to register all social media platforms in the country. The Punch has been informed. Okay, so the Chief Executive Officer of IPI, Mr. Adamu Garba, who created the social media app, said this during a chat with correspondents Thursday. Okay, so what do you think about all this? I'd like you to talk to me. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 So I was imagining the violence, the reactions of persons with disabilities. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Mr. Mike. Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, sir?
Thank you. My name is Wale Omolo Ashi from Ashi Kingdom in Okevo.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Let's talk, sir.
It's a shocking story when we heard about the violence yesterday at Ibadan by PMF people. We are advising these people because they have organized this thing, the National Union to park management. This government, we are enjoying this administration. They should let the sleeping dog lie. Why are they still going back to their old style of harassing people and killing people? Our state is a peaceful state. We don't want any bloodshed again. We are appealing to the leader, aka auxiliary, to call their boys into order and agree and arrange with the system of Governor Sheyi Makinde. Our state should be a peaceful state.
Right.
Thank you. Wale Omoluwaji from Magic Kingdom, UK.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Okay, talk to me now. So I was talking about what the experience would be for persons with disabilities, really, for that kind of situation. I will get my guest to the microphone in a moment. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please?
Thank you. My name is Greg Simon.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Let's talk, sir.
Yes, I want to talk about the disability issue because I'm also a person with disability.
Okay.
So I feel inclusion is key to make every person living with disability to live a full, robust life. But it's not about passing the bill that matters. The question to ask is there budget, is there a concrete budget made available for the commission? No, because there is no way that you can have a commission whereby there is no budget. How do you expect them to perform? Now in Nigeria, the government always sees persons living with disability as a source of charity, which is not. Now go back to the to secondary school, go back to the university. The learning process is not made available for us. Imagine you have a lecture and then they are saying that the lecture is upstairs. For crying out loud, how do you expect someone that is on the wheelchair to go and have lecture in upstairs? So I feel before we can even look at the national level, state government needs to make provision for persons living with disability because I just, whenever I want to talk anything that has to do with disability, it is always disheartening because I'm a person living with disability. I'm a student, so I know how stressful it is for persons living with disability.
All right, thank you very much for calling. We'll get more perspective to that matter very soon. I have a guest in the house. I'll unravel him in a moment. Okay, it's still talking points on Splash FM in the city of Ibadan. I have a commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk. Yes, we'll talk more on these issues. Please don't go away.
Splash FM 105.5.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Enter the place and it brighten. Make everybody they wonder. Waiting make us all the shine. Long hair or short doesn't matter. Crochet or dreadlocks can be better. Only for girls we know better. Lush hair. So you want to slay? Slay with swag. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Straight or curly. You know they tango. Lie. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. You wonder how I shine like this. I'm on a lush hair, be the coco. Say you want to know. And if you wanna be fine like me, I can show you where to go. A lush hair, be the coco.
Beautiful people know how to make an impression, and that's why they only trust Lush Hair Extensions to bring out the shine in them. Lush Hair, be beautiful.
Attain the knowledge you require to join the broadcasting industry. Splash FM Media Academy offers premium training to both aspiring and practicing personalities. And enroll now at Splash FM Media Academy for a certificate of proficiency in broadcast journalism. Splash FM Media Academy courses include Introduction to Presentation, Basic Production, Digital Media, Yoruba Presentation, plus interactive practical mentorship session with veterans and industrial placement. To register, visit the Splash FM Media Academy beside White House, Felele, Ibadan. You can also register online at splashfm1055.com/academy or call 0705-439-3332. Visit our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram at Splash FM Academy for more details. Realize your potential and pursue a career in radio broadcasting today. Splash FM Media Academy, preserving media integrity. For a healthy family.
wọ́n tún ti fún Messi elégensa náà ń bọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀wọ́ bó ṣe mú sí yún la.
ẹ̀yin tèmi báwo ni o àǹfààní láti jẹ $100 mílíọ̀nù má ti ṣí sílẹ̀ báyìí.
níbo jámẹ́sì.
ní Mozart-Bet ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
odidi $100 mílíọ̀nù. báwo mo ṣe lè jẹ́.
forúkọ sílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Mozart-Bet lọ sórí ìkànnì www.mozartbet.ng ìyẹn www.mozzartbet.ng iye owó tó o bá fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìforúkọsílẹ̀ ni wọ́n á tún fún ẹ padà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ di mílíọ̀nìà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. o tún lè ta Mozart-Bet onífà ìlọ́po ẹgbẹ̀rún 1000% bonus.
èyí mà ga kẹ́ ó ti lọ wá jù. ọ̀rẹ́ èmi náà fẹ́ ta o.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àǹfààní ló tún ṣì wà lórí ìkànnì www.mozartbet.ng ìyẹn www.mozzartbet.ng fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ lónìí kí wọn náà bọ́ ságbàmì náírà. Mozart-Bet ìlànà àti àdéhùn wà.
Set to fresh. I feel the freshness. I got the confidence. With the liquid fuel chewing gum, not sent out fresh. I'm feeling good. good, I feel so yes, I feel so fresh. I feel so fresh, I get confidence. The correct chewing gum, now Center Fresh. No darling with Center Fresh.
Center Fresh chewing gum. Trust the freshness.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ojúlówó Nasco cornflakes kún fún èròjà tí ń ṣara lóore tó dára nítorí wípé Old Flaked cornflakes náà ni. Old Flaked cornflakes ní apilẹ̀ṣe ní ìlànà tí gbogbo èròjà ṣara lóore inú rẹ̀ ò fi lè yingin. Oúnjẹ aṣara lóore ni, adùn inú rẹ̀ àfẹnuwó, ó sì dára fún gbogbo ẹbí. Nítorí náà, tí àtijẹ cornflakes bá dé, rí i dájú pé Old Flaked Nasco cornflakes ló yàn láàyò. Oúnjẹ aládùn tó dára ní gbogbo ìgbà.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà, èyí ni àwọn àmọ̀ràn márùn-ún ní ṣókí tí ẹ lè fi dá ìròyìn tí kò lóòótọ́ nínú mọ̀ yàtọ̀ sí èyí tí ó jẹ́ òótọ́. Àkọ́kọ́, yẹ orísun rẹ̀ wò. Ìkejì, ṣàwárí àwọn orísun mìíràn. Ó kéré tán, o gbọ́dọ̀ rí ojúlówó orísun méjì tí ó gbé ìròyìn náà kí o tó gbà á gbọ́ tàbí fi ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìkẹta, ṣèwádìí àròkọ tàbí ìròyìn náà. Tí o bá ṣe ń ṣe iyèméjì, tún kà dáadáa. Wo ọjọ́ tí a kọ, bóyá kò tíì pẹ́. Ìkẹrin, bẹ̀ Africa Check wò lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan bá ti tàn jálẹ̀jákò, ó ṣeé ṣe kí ọ̀kan nínú àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tí ó ń yẹ òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ bíi Africa Check ti ṣàyẹ̀wò rẹ̀. Ìkarùn-ún, tí o kò bá lè ṣàrídájú tó mọ́yán lórí nípa àròkọ kan, ó dára kí o yẹra fún dípò fífi ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Àmọ̀ràn yín wá láti ọwọ́ Africa Check. Fún àmọ̀ràn kíkún, darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí WhatsApp ní 090-8377-7789. Tẹ̀lé wa lórí Twitter, Instagram àti Facebook ní @africacheck_ng.
This is not a hotspot. It's not a thoughtless, trash-talking, savage street. No. This is a zone for those with the true Naija spirit, who refuse to be confined by archaic laws, those who are not accustomed to the norm, who believe there's always a better way to do things. A hub for those who stand behind what they believe in, who make the most of the present to create the future they desire. This is Tribe Naija, for those who see it different and want to do it different.
To join the conversation, download the Tribe Naija app today. Splash FM 105.5.
All right, you're welcome back. You're still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. I will go to that matter pretty soon. Temitayo is there. And trying to get if we could, bring him to the fray in just for a few minutes to give us an update. But of course, when we spoke on phone a few minutes ago, he said that there's stability in that place now. I mean, at Iwo Road, vehicles of Operation, Amotekun is there, and other security agencies patrolling, and the complex where the fracas broke out, remains shut. Okay, so if we can get further updates, we'll basically just get you to get understanding of what's going on there. Meanwhile, I have with me here David Olabode Adeola. David Olabode Adeola is a champion for inclusive society for persons with disabilities. So we're just trying to engage on getting inclusion and getting society to really understand, get perspective to the realities of persons with disabilities on the program today. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to Talking Points today.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, so one of the first things I thought I should ask you, Simon, who called, said is a person living with disability that, is having issues with, you have legislation, but we don't seem to understand that we need to implement legislation. That so as a student, there's a class upstairs that, they don't even reckon that there are persons with disabilities in this community, I mean the student community. Okay. So you have to find a way to attend class, whether you like it or not. The law, I remember that the president signed it into law just before the 2019 election. Yes. So tell me, what has the experience been for you, a person with disability?
Well, the experience has been so, sometimes it's unbearable because in an environment where there is no inclusion, where we are not included, in terms of access to social amenities and in terms of transportation, in terms of having access to banks and some other areas. And it's so unfortunate that the government, they passed the bill into law in 2019. As a matter of fact, it took a kind of a serious, protest by the people living with disability and the civil society groups in Nigeria that rose up to the occasion, because in 2007, Nigeria ratified the United Nations Convention on the Right of People with Disability. They ratified it and with its option protocol in 2010. So before 2019, a lot of things happened, and we were waiting for the House of Representatives and the Senate to pass the bill into law. But in 2018, the House of Representatives, they actually passed it into law, but we're waiting for the President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, to actually,
just
put pen on it, pen the signature on it. But we had to wait. At the time, I could remember on 17th of January 2019, when it was on national TV, and it was asked of the bill. I think he said that he was not aware that the bill has been passed by the House of Representatives, and then that was on 17th. And the second day, the civil society and the people with disability, they went to the street and began to protest concerning that. And on the 25th of January 2019, the president passed the bill into law. But one thing I just discovered is the fact that in Nigeria, it is easy for us to pass a bill into law. We easily make policies, and to implement those policies is the main issue. There are a lot of policies that have been made in Nigeria, and most especially the issue of with living with disabilities. There are a lot of policies like that they have not been, they are just there. They pass it into law, but the implementation of those or bill is very, very important. Take for instance, they said that the environment should be inclusive.
Yeah,
they said that the environment should be inclusive for us. Now, if I want to go to the bank right now, I can't enter into the bank. I can't enter into the bank. So many banks here in Ibadan, there was a time I was trying to make some transactions, and the moment I got to the bank, I was like, okay, how am I going to enter? Even the door to the bank is very, very tiny. It's not wheelchair friendly. Anytime I go to the bank to make transactions, they will just come to me outside. Take for instance, if I want to get some amount of money from the bank right now, I'll have to give my ATM to someone. Like my brother will go there. What if my younger brother is not around? So I will have to give my ATM to
a stranger,
which is not safe. So all this, there's a lot of things that they're supposed to put in place. And according to what they said that any organization that do not put all the necessary facilities that make the disability friendly, that the government said that they will sanction those organizations. But up till now, there is nothing that has been done concerning that. Well, in the federal government, they established the National Commission for persons with disability. Yeah. But what are they doing? I don't know what they are doing at the moment, but because I believe that they are the ones that are supposed to see to the affairs of people living with disabilities in our society. So they said that they will attend to complaints when it comes to violence and discrimination, stigmatization, even those discriminations that have been occurring here and there. How well have they been able to attend to it? Because I want to tell you that exclusion I see this as exclusion in a situation whereby the organization does not put everything that make life easy, even government, everything that make life easier for people living with disability. So far that they have not been able to present all those things or to provide those facilities. I call that one a psychological genocide.
Oh wow!
It's a psychological genocide. You know, it's not until you take a gun to kill people before you know that is genocide. There are some things we people living with say we want to have our life. We are purpose-driven people. We are ambitious. So we have a lot of things to offer, but in a situation where you don't provide an enabling environment for us, how are we going to thrive in our dreams?
Okay.
Take for instance.
Okay. One question for me is that on the one hand, you have government and government legislation.
Yes, sir.
About making society inclusive. All right. So in other words, you have the persons with disability, rights of persons with disability, and the rest of it. You have the law in place. Implementation is missing, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at on the other hand of the divide now, the general society.
Okay.
Apart from the fact that you don't find it easy to access public buildings and the rest of it, how about navigating? For instance, how did you get to Splash FM, for instance, from your location? I need you to explain to me.
Okay. In fact, I'm so happy with this question that you asked me now, and fortunately, my house is not far from here, they pushed me to this place. Okay. But I'm going to talk about how I navigate myself from my house to other areas in the society.
Okay.
And I think government must have something to do as regards transportation for the people with disabilities. You know, as I'm here, if I want to leave my house, this felele to challenge, do you know that sometimes I spend 1,500 naira?
For what?
Yes, for what? Okay, fine. People, they assume that, okay, you are a person with disabilities, okay, we want to carry you from this place to Challenge or Ring Road. You understand me? And they just feel like, me, I want to go to where I'm going. I want to achieve my goal for that day. Okay. So I don't have any choice than to pay. That was the time I went to bank, just around March. Yes, I went to bank in this Challenge. There's a bank. I went there to make a transaction, and by the time I was coming, I told my younger brother to get me a Marwa, and the person was telling me that I should pay 1,500 naira. Wow. I think the society needs to be sensitized when it comes to people with disabilities. We are not. You don't have to make money through us.
And then you are also not burdens to society. So the society should not look at you as a burden as well.
Exactly. So we have our way of doing things. We have our life. We are just like people like you, but you should treat us like people like you. Don't think because of the fact that, okay, he's on wheelchair. We are going to carry his wheelchair. We pay for the wheelchair. Take for instance, I want to travel now. I have to pay the driver for the wheelchair because it's going to carry my wheelchair. I'm going to pay him like 500 naira and they pay my normal transport fare. You understand me?
And then you pay extra for...
I pay extra for my wheelchair.
Whoa.
So all these things needs to be, corrected in the society. What I just want to say is that I think for government to make life easier for people with disabilities, I think government should try as much as possible to provide transportation system this is transportation network. I can't just mention their name. That we just call them, they will come and carry you. But they should try as much as possible to create such transportation system for people with disabilities, so that anytime you want to go somewhere, we just call them and they will come and carry us, take us to the destination that we are going. By the time we are coming back, we call again, they come and pick us, take us to where we are going. So that is how it should be. In Western world, there are ways that they have they have made these things so easy for people with disability in terms of transportation. In terms of when you want to go to shopping mall, you know that okay, this one is the person with disability. It just goes there. I want to say something. We people with disabilities, we love to be independent.
Okay.
We love to be independent.
So you can navigate by yourself if this infrastructure is there.
If the infrastructure is there, I can go anywhere. I can go. As a matter of fact, I used to tell people, even living at home, staying at home as a person with disability, you can live alone, provided the environment is conducive for you. So if the environment is conducive for people with disability, in fact, people with disability will not have problem. A lot of people with disability, they are suffering today because of the environment.
Okay, I'm still speaking with David Olabode Adeola, and we're talking disabilities now, particularly seeking inclusion. And the program is Talking Points on Splash FM. In case you'd like to talk to me, 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 49 3000. You are resident in Oyo State, right?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to ask you, how much of engagement goes on between the government in Oyo State and the community of persons with disabilities?
Well, as a matter of fact, our governor in Oyo State has been trying his best to make sure that the people with disability really find their feet. At least he has given few people jobs, and then, the last time I checked, I heard that he's providing this token for them monthly, according to what I heard, because I have not confirmed that. I've not confirmed that, but that is what I heard, that he's providing a token for them monthly. But that is not enough.
Okay, I will come back to you in a moment. I'm receiving calls from Temitayo Yeladun, who is in Iwo Road. I will put him on the microphone as soon as he comes back on stream. And I would basically like to just get an update on what's going on at Iwo Road. He's been there trying to follow up on issues, trying to engage the persons there to have an understanding of, the goings on there. So I'll put him on the line as soon as he comes back. They've been giving me signal, really, to just get him to speak with me. Tayo Oyeladun is at Iwo Road. Temitayo, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. Michael Olatunbosun.
Yeah. Give us an idea of what's happening at Iwo Road at this moment.
I think everything is going very well, very smoothly now.
Everything is going on very smoothly. Okay, so give me
the presence of policemen in Amatekun.
Okay.
At the place, and there's a lot of guys standing up there and there. The particular complex where the incident happened yesterday, has been shut down now. Nobody opened any shop there.
Okay.
So I was able to speak with some of the guys there.
Okay.
And they told me that
they
sell UK phones and other phones there.
Okay.
New phones. But everybody is so calm now. I think they are about to bury the guy.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
So all those people are running down there. They are crying.
Okay.
So I can't speak with them again.
All right. Okay, so ní ṣókí Temitayo Oyeladun àbọ̀rọ̀ ń bẹ ní Ìwó Road níbi tí wọ́n ní làásìgbò ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àná. Temitayo, ṣàlàyé fún wa báwo ni Ìwó Road ṣe rí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Àwọn tó ń kọjá lọ kò sí wàhálà kankan. Ibi tí wàhálà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ lánàá nìkan ni wọ́n ṣí ilé ìtajà yẹn. Gbọ̀ngàn tí ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan wọ́n sì tó ti ń ta ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ àtàwọn nǹkan míì bóyá bíi kọ̀ǹpútà. Wọ́n ní ọmọ ẹni tí ó ní gbọ̀ngàn yẹn ilé yẹn ni wọ́n pa lánàá. Ó pé wọ́n mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ tọ́ka sí pé òun gangan ni pé kán ṣàpá. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ fún mi wípé àwọn ọ̀sílẹ́rì ló léwájú àwọn ikọ̀ rẹ̀ wá pé àwọn PMS ni làwọn ń bá jà tó ń ṣe pé Curtis ń bá ẹnì kankan jà wípé wọ́n wá bá wọn kọlu àwọn wọ́n dẹ̀ jà wọn lólè ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan so n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n lọ́wọ́ bá àwọn ọlọ́pàá wà níbẹ̀ àwọn àmọ̀tẹ́kùn wà níbẹ̀
Ó dà.
operation boss mọ́tò wọn wà níbẹ̀.
Ìbéèrè
ọmọ yẹn nìsín ṣó gbó wọn nípa ní sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́.
ok ìbéèrè tí mo ní gangan ni wípé kí gangan ni wọ́n ló fa wàhálà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ìwó Road gangan kí gangan ni nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan.
ẹni tó ní ibi tó ti ń ta fóònù yẹn wọ́n ló fẹ́ gbé mọ́tò rẹ̀ wọlé àwọn onímẹ́kà wọn fún láàyè láti gbé mọ́tò wọlé ìyẹn làwọn sọ pé ibi tóun ti ń ta yàbọ̀ òun ló ṣe ní láàyè wọlé síbẹ̀ tó dá wàhálà alẹ́ nìyẹn wọ́n ní àwọn onímẹ́kà yẹn wọ́n bà mọ́tò ẹnìyẹn jẹ́ mọ́tò yẹn ó wà ń bẹ̀ tí wọ́n bàjẹ́ yẹn mọ̀yànmọ́ tó fà á nìyẹn tí àwọn yẹn náà fi wò pé ẹni tó ní ilé ìtajà kò ṣe ní wọlé síbi tó ti ń ta ọjà rẹ̀ ìpín lẹ́yìn ọ̀rẹ́ yìí ó ní àwọn rí i pé wọ́n lọ wọ́n tún padà wá pẹ̀lú àdá àti àáké wípé abẹ́ bíríìjì ní auxiliary pàṣẹ àti àwọn yòókù rẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ní àrídájú wà àwọn àwòrán tán yà nígbà tí auxiliary wá ó ní wọ́n fẹ́ máa fi hàn mí lẹ́yìn kọ̀ọ̀kan tí wọ́n fi ń gbé ọmọ yẹn kọjá lọ nítorí wọ́n kù lọ́dọ̀ mi.
tó adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣé o tí ẹ fún wa ní ààbọ̀ ẹni tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ìwó Road ẹ ṣé gan ni. All right, I've been speaking there with Temitayo Oyeladun Aboros, giving us, feedback on the current situation at Iwo Road. Okay, so you just heard him there. I'll return to our conversation about Iwo Road as well as about persons with disabilities after this commercial break. Please don't go away. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM.
Splash FM 105.5.
Every child loves Bobo, my special Bobo Bobo drink. Every adult loves nutritious Yogo stream. Tasty creamy Yogo stream. My Bobo, my Yogo, ooh la la la.
Bobo, filled with vitamins and minerals, is every child's favorite as it makes them sharp, leaves them bright, and keeps them healthy. The taste is awesome and the feeling is so indescribably special. It comes in different flavors and is available in shops nationwide. Yogo yogurt is creamy, yummy, tasty, and specially made with vitamins and minerals to keep every adult truly fulfilled. It contains probiotics for your good health and nutrition. It has different flavors and is available in shops nationwide. Products of Bobo Fruits and Beverages.
My Bobo, my Yogo, ooh la la la.
Ooh la la.
Child blessing. Yo, Bobo don't dash you gift again.
He bought me the new itel P37 smartphone, and right there, I got a free gift and 3,000 naira airtime.
Just like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. The itel Mega Sales promo is on. Buy the new itel P37 and stand a chance to win a package of itel family products like itel TV, itel laptops, and many more. Promo runs from now till the 30th of June. Terms and conditions apply. itel, enjoy better life.
Attain the knowledge you require to join the broadcasting industry. Splash FM Media Academy offers premium training to both aspiring and practicing personalities. And enroll now at Splash FM Media Academy for a certificate of proficiency in broadcast journalism. Splash FM Media Academy courses include Introduction to Presentation, Basic Production, Digital Media, Yoruba Presentation, plus interactive practical mentorship session with veterans and industrial placement. To register, visit the Splash FM Media Academy beside White House, Felele, Ibadan. You can also register online at splashfm1055.com/academy or call 0705-439-3332. Visit our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram at Splash FM Academy for more details. Realize your potential and pursue a career in radio broadcasting today. Splash FM Media Academy, preserving media integrity.
Ohun rere á máa jẹ́ ti tàwọn tí ìpadàbọ̀ wọn gbóná jọjọ. Ṣé ẹ tún fẹ́ gbọ́ ohun rere á máa tẹ̀lé àwọn tí àyè tàbí ìgbà kò dí àkókò ìdùnnú wọn lọ́wọ́ ní ìgbà kankan nítorí pé ìgbádùn ló ṣe pàtàkì ló sì ṣe kókó kì í ṣe agbègbè tí ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ohun rere wà fún àwọn tí ń béèrè àríyá pẹ̀lú smooth àti orin aládùn. Ní àkọ́tán, ohun rere máa ń ṣe àwárí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ alákìtiyan léyìí tí Smooth Chapman mú kí ayé wọn ládùn kó lárinrin pẹ̀lú èròjà ọ̀dọ́ Smooth Chapman aṣaralóore. Gbèrò nípa Chapman, mú smooth.
This is not a hotspot. It's not a thoughtless, trash-talking, savage streets. No, this is a zone for those with the true Naija spirits, who refuse to be confined by archaic laws, those who are not accustomed to the norm, who believe there's always a better way to do things. A hub for those who stand behind what they believe in, who make the most of the present to create the future they desire. This is Tribe Naija, for those who see it different and want to do it different.
To join the conversation, download the Tribe Ninja app today.
Looking beautiful, they are met with one click. AI selfie with the pictures on flick. Full high definition with a large screen. Infinix, no time. Top speed with the Helio G95. Super speed where they make you satisfied. Walk out, play, everything is okay. Infinix, no 10 over 10. Hey yo, this is a real deal. Infinix, no 10. Hey yo, this is a real deal. Infinix, no 10, beauty meets strength.
Enjoy super-fast processor with the new Infinix Note 10 with Helio G95 speed, especially for better gaming experience. And a 6.95-inch FHD screen for wider viewing pleasures. Infinix Note 10 meets beauty with strength.
Breaks here for Bruno Fernandes. Oh, what a strike!
My guy, 100 million naira don land o for people wey sabi to come chop and reach up. For where? Na for Mozart Bet o. 100 million naira. Abeg, how I fit win? Na to go register for Mozart Bet o. Just go log on to www.mozartbet.ng. I say www.mozzartbet.ng and you go get 100% welcome bonus sharparly for your first deposit. And you too go soon become millionaire be that o. Just continue to charge your winnings with our Mozart Bet 1000% super multi bonus. Oh boy, no be small thing so. Abeg, I don't join. Better day for Mozart Bet o. Just go log on to www.mozzartbet.ng. I say www.mozzartbet.ng. Go register o. Make you hammer. Mozart Bet. Terms and conditions dey sha o.
láti ní ojúlówó ọmọ tó nílò tó fi darapọ̀ mọ́ṣẹ́ gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tó sì dakọ́ṣẹ́ mọṣẹ́ tí mùṣemúṣẹ́ dámúṣẹ́ yàtọ̀. Splash FM Media Academy ti pèsè ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó gàgàǹgbá fún gbogbo ẹni tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti dojúlówó agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tàbí ẹni tó fẹ́ fìmọ̀ kúmọ̀ nídìí iṣẹ́ gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tẹ́sí gbàwé ẹ̀rí mo yege. Àwọn ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Splash FM Media Academy dá lórí Introduction to Presentation, Program and Content Development, Journalism, Basic Production, Digital Media, Yorùbá Presentation, tó ń ti ìtọ́sọ́nà lórí ìṣẹ́yọni pẹ̀lú àwọn gbajúgbajà agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́. Fún ìforúkọsílẹ̀ àti ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ lọ sí Splash FM Media Academy tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ White House Fẹ́lẹ́lẹ̀ Ìbàdàn tàbí kẹ́ ẹ kàn sójú òpó ìtàkùn àgbáyé wa pẹ̀lú www.splashfm1055.com/academy 0705-439-3332 tàbí 0805-699-8676. ẹ sì lè kàn sórí Facebook àti Instagram wa @Splash FM Media Academy. Mú àlá rẹ ṣẹ láti dojúlówó agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lónìí. Splash FM Media Academy à ń fọmọlúwàbí ṣe iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lọ́jọ́.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. On Facebook, Obanshere Olubukola writes here, it's so unfortunate that after struggling to go to school, the persons with disabilities still find it difficult to secure jobs. He writes still, how I wish the government and the society can just stop their discrimination about persons with disabilities. Emmanuel M. Dinuel writes here, the discrimination should stop and we should treat them as one, and also some other bills being passed by the National Assembly concerning those living with disability should be implemented so that the people living with disabilities can live a normal life as well. All right, thank you very much for joining the conversation. Okay, so I told you that you could relate with us on phone as well. See if we could take one more call, so you understand also that it's about inclusion. Okay, so let's conclude our conversation here. You are talking about the fact that the Oyo State government had been, really forthcoming, right, towards people with disabilities. So what are the gaps that you think that the government needs to work on?
Okay. What I think the government should work on is that I know that government cannot absorb every person living with disability to work with them in the state. But there are some people that they need to learn skills.
Okay.
And when they learn those skills, they shouldn't just throw them away after learning those skills, because we discover that majority of people that learn those skills, they go back to the street and begin to beg for alms. What I want to say is the fact that government should try as much as possible. Take, for instance, we have 30 million people living with disability in Nigeria. Let's assume that we are having like 500,000 people living with disability that are graduates in Nigeria, in Oyo State. So if Oyo State can at least empower like 50,000 people, can empower 50,000 people. Those 50,000 people with disabilities can equally get other people that are not employed. They can actually bring them to their place so that they can offer them employment services. So by that, the unemployment of people with disabilities will reduce to the minimum.
All right.
It will reduce to the minimum.
Empowerment.
Yes, empowerment.
That's all. That's all you want. So not pity, right?
No. The pity party. Actually, we people with disabilities, we don't like that sympathy. But what we want is empathy, and the government should please try to put in place everything that will make environment accessible for people with disability.
Okay,
with sincerity of purpose.
Okay, so we have to go now. I need you to give out your phone number, really, just your phone number.
Okay, so you can call me on 070-49-699-236.
Okay, so the number again, please.
070-49-699-236.
Okay, I asked you to give out the number in case someone, who wants to engage with you, particularly persons with disabilities or persons who are interested in your cause. Okay. All right, because I see that you are championing for inclusion for persons with disabilities. All right, so David Olabode Adeola is the name, and he's a person with disability who is also making a course out of the situation that he is in, to make sure that government and the society understands the reason to include persons with disability, so that we can all move together and leave no one behind. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
And the job is done for today. So I'd like you to hold on till after now, Ibadan News Update at 4 o'clock, and game on much later. Much later, you have Splash Rendezvous. Let's talk things that affect us as a people and see how we find a solution to them. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. I'd like to say thanks to you and ask you to do everything within your power to make this nation better. And please do not dump refuse in the waterways.